Welcome on in to the Real Kipper and Bourne Show. We are live on Sportsnet 590 The Fan, Sportsnet 960 in Calgary, 650 in Vancouver, and Sportsnet Plus. Derek Brandale, Jake the Snake Schultz, Nick Kypreos, Justin Bourne, Sammy McKee. As always, this hour, Real Kipper and Bourne, brought to you by Bet365. We've got a trade.
We've got one. We got 4 trades here in the last couple weeks.
I still think there's going to be more.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, Vancouver Canuck fans, welcome in Evander Kane.
It is truly very funny to be like, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, I got one off my board that came out yesterday.
Yeah, he was on there.
So
I was just double checking. Yeah, he was on the board.
He was on the board.
It's just truly very funny.
You can put it on the board.
Our dressing room is an issue. We've brought in Evander Kane. And not that Kane is necessarily going to turf that, but he doesn't have a reputation as like a galvanizing leader.
They got rid of a player with an ornery reputation in JT Miller.
A way better one, by the way.
Did they bring another one in?
I guess they're looking at the on-ice stuff and going, hey, we need someone who's tough and bigger, stronger, can shoot it in.
No one will ever take away the talent level or what he's able to do on the ice when it comes to Evander Kane. He is a very gifted athlete.
Yeah.
But
sure, there's a real but where there's been off-ice stuff in the past. I don't know, guys. How do you think Canuck fans are feeling about it today? What is your guess?
I think that there's a risk, obviously, taking him on, but he's a good player who is in a contract year, and, you're trying to be good. Like, he is a good contributor. I understand all that. But bailing out a division rival, like not having them eat any money or not having them have to sweeten the pot more than what they gave up to get him. I don't know. I just felt like they're doing a division rival a huge favor by just getting them off that money totally and just kind of having that off their books. That was the first thing that came to mind when I saw that trade. It's like, oh, no retention, no nothing. Like, was it just a 4th round pick? Like, I don't know.
it just sounds like Edmonton just couldn't get rid of this guy fast enough.
Mm-hmm.
But they didn't have to sweeten it at all for, like, I don't know.
Yeah, like I can see Jim Rutherford being like, we're not tough enough. We are not heavy enough. We need some more of this, whatever. I can see why they thought that made sense. His contract is affordable, 5.125, I think, somewhere around there is what he's making.
5.125, yeah.
Is that what it is? Yeah. So, I mean, I can see the logic from that perspective, but does it matter, Kip, about a team being in your division anymore? Like, is it relevant to be like, this is a team you're going to be going up against?
Yeah, not like it used to be. We know still under a cap system now. If you really want to get rid of a guy or get him out of your room or lose the money off of a contract, then sometimes beggars can't be choosers here. So if they had a taker in Vancouver, be it in your division, in the Western Conference, or otherwise, you just take the opportunity.
You know what stood out to me was we heard in the wake, it's like soon as Florida won the Cup, not long after, you heard rumors that the league was going to look into the NHL's LTIR or the Oilers' LTIR of Kane. Like, they were rumors about that, which seems strange.
Yeah, no, there
That's
are
pretty rich.
reports.
Pretty rich.
And so,
considering some of the other chicanery that's gone on the first time a
Do you
Canadian
think some of this had anything to do with just unloading him this quickly?
No, I don't necessarily think it's related to that, though it's not impossible. But it's what did stand out to me is that you'd also heard some rumors that maybe Kane didn't want to sit out as long as he did, and he did a favor to the team, and maybe he was upset. But then immediately, the way the breakup happened, Kane posted this beautiful thing about love and respect for the organization and fans, and the organization, love and respect for Evander Kane. Like, whatever happened here, they ended up on really good terms somehow.
He had that ready to rock.
He did,
Hey?
yeah.
He was like, it was in the draft.
He wrote that and was waiting to fill in the team that he was going to.
Oh, he had it last March at the trade deadline.
Yeah.
And, hometown guy, going back there, wanted to go there. I believe he played for the Vancouver Giants, if I'm not mistaken.
I wonder if that's part of it.
Like,
if he was like part of the why he's happy with Edmonton is they sent him to Vancouver.
So, I don't know. I just think that for Vancouver, you're getting a legit NHL player. And he's had some injury issues. He's had some cleared room issues. We all know that story. But the side of me that I'll just never understand is bailing out the Oilers when they're clearly desperate to clear cap to kind of get some Connor McDavid help. I'm just surprised that they would just not ask for a bit of retention or anything like that. So maybe there's other teams bidding on him. So maybe
Oilers
that's
signed Kane for nothing, right? Out of a sort of previous
coming off of
contract.
was it the dispute with the
buyout? It was some sort
Sharks?
of bankruptcy.
Yes.
Yeah, it was a greasy
My point is
situation.
they turned that into a fourth, and
Yeah.
get
No,
out
there was a
from
lot
under
of
it.
controversy over bringing him in and his off-ice challenges over the years, and probably there was some pushback a little bit, but it kind of settled in. And at the end of the day, Edmonton just valued the type of player that he is, and on face value, you can't find too many Evander Kane type of players out there, and that's probably the number one thing that Jimmy Rutherford and Patrick Alvin looked at, is that where else am I going to find a player that can play like this despite the warts?
Just better be a solid room, right?
Sure. Like our room.
Our room.
Solid.
But that's a huge part of it. If like Colorado's bringing him in, you understand it. Like he kind of kept it a little bit under wraps in Edmonton with that leadership group. It's just going there where it's just seems combustible.
It does
at
seem
best,
that way.
at worst.
All right, let's welcome in Jason Bukala from Pro Hockey, Sportsnet, of course, former NHL scout, presently in Los Angeles to get ready for Friday night's draft. Books, how are you, man? Thanks for joining us.
Doing great, Kipper. Thanks. Can I pipe off a bit about Kane? Do you guys
Please.
mind if I go there or what?
Buddy,
You're here to
it's
do
like
just
you're
that.
on. It's like you're hosting the show. You don't need permission. Just
Oh,
go.
sorry. All right. Well, listen. I know. I've seen you two in action behind the scenes. I got to stay in my lane. I know where I got to be.
No, not with that shirt you're wearing
I
today.
like that one. Nice.
Love it. All right, what's your first thought when you heard for a fourth round pick Jimmy Rutherford took Evander Kane?
I'm not even looking at the pick value. I'm with Sammy here. Maybe you guys talked about it even before I came on. Why in the division or in the Western Conference make this deal? And I don't like Vancouver's dressing room as it is. Like, I really don't. And Evander Kane is a handful, fellas. He really is. Like, this guy's in Florida, piping off that he might take a helicopter to the rink. He's obviously had some financial difficulties away from the arena, and he's driving, Rolls Royces and all that. Listen, I know he's going home to Vancouver, and I know what the Canucks are trying to do here, add that level of a power forward into their group. But when he becomes the alpha in the dressing room, I don't like that mix whatsoever. I just don't. I don't get it, to be perfectly honest with you. That you eat all the money. Now you've got a situation where you got to hope that you're resetting the tone in your dressing room with a power guy.